Hi, welcome to Yoga NoHo Center. I'm Alan, and we will be doing a power flow this afternoon. I have my two lovely participants here, Pauline and Kai, and we will start slowly and begin to warm up the body, and then we'll go into a little bit of a flow, take a little moment to gather our breath, do a little balancing exercise, start another flow, and then end up with a little slow down into Savasana. So, if you go ahead and cross your legs and come into a seated position, and close your eyes, start to settle into your body, and find your breath. And place your mind's eye on the breath. And now slowly begin to draw the breath back into the center of the head. And on your exhale, release it through the center of your head. Find that center of the head again and inhale right into the center of the head. And on your exhale, watch the breath as it leaves the nostrils on the exhale. On this next inhale, as you breathe into the center of the head, find your sit bones into your mat and slowly press down as your head lifts up. And on your exhale, stay lifted and strong as you slowly release the air out of the nose. Two more breaths just like that. Now inhale, lift the head up toward the ceiling, sit bones down toward the floor, elongating the spine. Stay strong and lifted as you exhale, nice and slow. One more inhale like that, opening up your lotus flower to the universe, accepting the universal energy as you sit down low into your sit bones. And slowly release the air as you stay strong and lifted. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands out in front of you, slowly reaching out through the lower back. Keep the breath working. Inhale, elongate, lift out of the lower back. And on your exhale, slowly start to bring yourself as much as you can a little bit closer to the mat. Two more nice, long, deep inhales and exhales just like that. Now, inhale, elongate, lift, sit down deep into those sit bones. And on your exhale, slowly release. One more nice, long, deep inhale here. Inhale. And on your exhale, slowly release. On your next inhale, go ahead and push yourself up to seated posture again. Place your hands onto your knees. And on your exhale, slowly release the lower back toward the floor. Slowly. No big movements, just nice and easy. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Push down to the sit bones, elongate a little bit, maybe open the chest a little bit up toward the ceiling. On your exhale, holding on to your knees, slowly roll off the sit bones and roll your lower back toward the mat. Two more times, just like that. Now, inhale, elongate, lift. Sit up nice and tall on the sit bones. And exhale, holding on to the knees, slowly rolling the lower back as much as you can, creating a little plateau on the mat. One more time. Inhale, elongate, lift, open up that heart a little bit more toward the ceiling if you can. Shoulder blades on the back. And exhale, slowly rolling the lower lumbars into the mat. And let's create a little plateau there. So now your legs are free to let go. And let's sit up nice and tall on our left hip. Bring your right leg out to the side at a 90-degree angle. Sitting up nice and tall as you can. And on your inhale, slowly lift the chest up as much as you can. And think about dropping your chest onto your thigh as much as you can. Now you may have a block which you can put in front of you. And if you don't have a block, you can put two fists on top of the other, and slowly think about just letting the body weight on your exhale drop closer and the weight sitting onto your thigh. We're going to be here for 4 breaths. So each time you inhale, elongate out of the spine. Elongate as much as possible out of the spine. Elongating. On your exhale, think about releasing a little bit further onto the mat, dropping your thigh. So you want to think about relaxing the shoulder blades, but you want to either have a block on your forehead. So place the block on the forehead and think about releasing out of the lower back. So the inhale elongates through the lower back. So your inhale elongating, lift the back toward the ceiling, extending the spinal column. And on the exhale, think about dropping your chest onto your thigh. Let's do one more inhale like that. Nice, long, deep inhale. And on your exhale, think about the body relaxing onto your thigh. On your next inhale, go up and sit up nice and tall. Take your right hand behind you. We're going to bring both knees up toward the ceiling, rolling through the lower back. And then drop it over to the other side. So I know that was inhale, elongating, slowly releasing your chest on this thigh. Now once again, if you have a block, place your head onto a block. If not, maybe put two of your fists together so you can rest your forehead. And the thing to do here is to relax the shoulder blades and put the elbows out to the side. So you want to relax the body so that the spine and the stomach or the chest is sitting on top of the thigh to start to release the lower back. So you want to stretch the spine with the breath. So inhale, elongate the spine. Elongate. On your exhale, drop your chest onto your thigh. Let's do two more inhales and exhales just like that. Inhale, elongate in the spine. Exhale, drop your chest onto your thigh. And let the body release. This is a great hip opener. Oops. So, one more inhale, exhale just like that. And then on your next inhale, let's go ahead and press ourselves up to seated posture again. Take your left hand behind you, roll your knees to the ceiling this time, and then let's come on to all fours. Take your hands underneath your shoulder blades, take your knees hip distance apart. We're going to be on all fours. You can uncurl your toes here. Take a nice long deep inhale, slowly open up your heart into cow toward the front. And on your exhale, slowly rolling the lower spine first as you go into cat. Get through all the vertebrae and press down to the palms and around to the spine. Let's inhale. Bring your heart open toward the front wall. And on your exhale, slow roll. Make sure you're starting with the lower back, rolling up to the spine. Once you get up to the shoulder blades, press away into cat. Inhale, elongate into cow. Exhale, slow roll through all the vertebrae to the spine and press away into cat. Inhale, open the heart to cow. On your exhale, whatever feels good to you, rolling through the spine, starting to wake up your body as you feel necessary and fit. Keep the nice long deep inhales and exhales going. And really start to feel yourself in your own body, keeping your eyes closed. Inhaling and exhaling. One more inhale and exhale here. And then let's slowly come back into neutral spine. Nice long deep inhale. Curl the toes under. On your exhale, press down through the palms and float the knees off of the mat about 2 to 3 inches into flying tabletop. Take a nice long deep inhale here and slowly glide your hips up toward the ceiling for your first down dog, straightening the arms. Don't worry about doing a perfect dog here, just start to wake up the body. Start to paddle the knees side to side, pressing down, finding your shoulder blades, stretching out just like we did when we were all fours. Starting just to wake up the body in these new positionings before we really start to go too much for alignment. Now, start to come into a normal dog as that you see it, pressing down to the palms. Really open your fingertips wide. Micro bend the elbows. Drop your shoulder blades down your back as much as you possibly can. Bend the knees slightly and think about gliding your high hamstring muscles up to the ceiling, lengthening through the lower back. Nice long deep inhale here and exhale. Bend the knees a little bit more. Inhale and slowly walk your hands back to your feet. Bend your knees a lot and think about dropping your chest onto your thighs. So bend the knees so the chest again drop onto the thighs and let the body hang forward. As much as you can, let the head and the shoulders release. Bend your knees enough to where you know that the body is sitting onto the thighs. Good. Relax the head, relax the shoulders. Take a nice long deep inhale, lengthen through the lower back. If you lift out of the lower back, elongating on your exhale, let the body seemingly fall forward, resting your chest onto your thighs. Go ahead and place your hands on the floor now, and place your hands so you support yourself, and walk your feet out a little bit to the sides of the mat. So get your feet out to the sides of the mat and get a little bit better stretch here. And just let the body hang out. You can start to swivel the hips back and forth now, releasing the lower back and the hips. This is an intense hamstring stretch as a forward fold. So we really want to let the weight of the body do the work and forwarding the posturing so that the weight of the body stretches your hamstrings. So your hamstrings being here, releasing the lower back, relaxing up as much as possible. Keeping the knees bent, taking the weight of the body so that the body can release forward. Nice long deep inhale. Think about lifting your lower back toward the ceiling. Inhale. And on your exhale, let the weight of the body fall forward. Great. Look good, girls. Okay. Let's place our hands back on the floor and walk our feet back into that first positioning. Bend your knees, drop your chest into your thighs. And then let's slowly, on the inhale, walk back out to your dog. Now in your down dog, what we're going to do is we're going to come on to the right foot, and we're going to leave the foot on the floor. We're going to bring our knee across to the left side and stretch our left side waist up to the ceiling. Inhale, stay on your left foot, bring your left knee across to the right side, and stretch your right side waist up to the ceiling. Really get into that side waist, stretching the lower back. Inhale, bring it back across. Right knee to the left side, stretching across. Left side waist to the ceiling. Inhale, bring it across. On your exhale, stretch nice and long. Yeah, good job, Pauline. Bring it back to center, normal dog. Now think about your shoulder blades down your back. Press the palms open. Extend the fingertips nice and wide. Bend the knees so that the high hamstring muscles reach toward the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, release. And on your next inhale, bend the knees, and let's walk our feet up to our hands this time. You're on the front of your mat. Toes are about 1 inch or 2 inches apart. Bend your knees a lot into your forward fold here. Let the body hang. We're going to inhale. We're going to place our hands onto our shins. We're going to come into a flat back, keeping those knees slightly bent. Lengthen and elongate as much as you can. Exhale, chest on thighs. We're going to do that 4 times. Each time we're going to elongate out of the lower back, keeping the knees bent. Inhale, hands onto the shins. Elongate, lift. Exhale, roll the chest onto the thighs. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, elongate, lift, elongate out of the lower back. Bring your chest up. Exhale, drop your chest onto your thighs. 1 more time. Inhale, elongate, lift, elongate out of that lower back. Very nice. Keep those knees bent. And exhale, chest onto the thighs. Nice, ladies. Very nice. Take a nice, long, deep inhale here and slowly roll up nice and slow. Once you get here, place your feet into the mat. Bend your knees slightly. Tuck the pelvic area underneath you. Shoulder blades are down the back. And inhale, arms above the head. And exhale, release. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. This time we'll leave the arms above our head. Inhale. We're going to grab our right wrist and we're going to slowly stretch the right side up to the ceiling as we press down to the right heel. Exhale. Inhale. Take the left wrist. Inhale. Elongate. Press down to the left heel. Elongate that left side. Exhale. And inhale. Lift. Take the right wrist. And exhale. Last time, left wrist. Inhale. Up. And exhale. Now find your shoulder blades down your back as much as you can. Fire up the arms, fingertips to the ceiling. We're going to bring our shoulder blades up to our ears. Inhale. And exhale, press the shoulder blades down the back. Now we're going to feel this in our next down dog, so we're going to really concentrate on it. Inhale, shoulder blades to the ears. Exhale, shoulder blades down the back. Just so you feel it. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, shoulder blades up. And on your exhale, open up that shoulders, elbows out to the side, and open up the heart. A little calm, right? Inhale, up. Shoulders to the ears. Exhale, open up that heart. One more time. Inhale. And exhale, open up that heart. Let's let the hands fall behind the back. We're going to interlace the fingers. We're going to slowly bend the knees. We're going to inhale, press the heart up toward the ceiling, keeping the shoulder blades behind us, really pinched. Keep the knees bent. We're going to fall into a flat back, and we're going to stay there halfway. So bend the knees, open up your heart to the front wall, release the hands. Take a nice long deep inhale, elongate. Exhale, roll the chest onto the thighs and your hands all the way down to the floor. We're going to inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on shins. On exhale, we're going to step on, pick the hands on either side of the feet and step back into a high plank. Now make sure the hands are right underneath the shoulder blades. Lift the hips slightly. Press the heels to the back wall. Slight micro bend in the elbows. Try not to keep your elbows locked because you use no arm muscles and you're dropping to your elbows too much. So press down here. Now we're going to inhale, left. On your exhale, go ahead and bring your knees to the mat. And slowly on your inhale, bring your elbows out to the rib cage. Inhale, on your exhale, press away. Warming up for up dog. Inhale, come on down one more time. Elbows to the rib cage. Exhale, release. This time I'm going to come all the way down to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, release the toes, release the body. We're going to inhale into a slight cobra here. Inhale up. Exhale, release. We're going to do 2 more of those. Each time we're going to go a little bit more, pressing down, keeping your elbows into the rib cage. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale. As much as you can, keeping the elbows into the rib cage. Exhale, release. This time we're going to come all the way up into it. Up dog. Inhale. Up. Press down to the hips. Can be off the floor. Toes are flat. On your exhale, curl the toes under and take it into a down dog. Take a nice long deep inhale here. Keep your dog a little short, just so you can still feel that the knees are slightly bent. You can lift those high hamstring muscles to the ceiling. Now drop the shoulder blades down the back like we did when we were standing. So think, if the shoulders were by your ears, you're going to drop them down the back now, spreading them down the back. So let's shorten up your down dog just a little bit here, Karen. That's it. Keep those knees bent, that's it. Elongate to that lower back. Think about lifting through the high hamstring muscles right there. That's it. That straightens the legs. The move through the high hamstring muscles is what straightens the legs. So if you micro bend the knees there, that's it. Now lift up here. That's it. Beautiful adjustment. I hope you all saw that. That was really nice. I hope you felt it. Beautiful. Nice. Nice long deep inhale here. And a loud audible exhale. Let's give it a loud audible exhale. I won't do it loud. You girls go for me. Let me hear you girls. Inhale. Loud audible exhale. Okay, maybe you heard that. Nice long deep inhale here. On your exhale, just release the air and settle into your dog. We're going to do a little vinyasa here. Inhale, bend the knees, lift to the front of the mat. On your exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands onto the shins. Lengthen, keep those knees slightly bent. Exhale, chest on thighs. Inhale, want to come all the way up, hands above the head. And on your exhale, you're going to forward fold. Keep those knees slightly bent. Bring the hands behind you. Follow the heart to the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Exhale, hands down, step back. High plank. Now we're going to come down, elbows into our rib cage. Inhale into up dog. Open up that heart to the ceiling. Exhale, curl those toes. Under. Let's take it back into down dog. Again, find your down dog. Shoulder blades down the back. Good adjustment, guy. It's very nice. One more nice, long, deep inhale. Get those shoulder blades down the back, good. And let that exhale go. We'll do that all one more time. You guys are gonna have to be my voice. I can't go too loud into this microphone.
All right, here we go. Nice long deep inhale, bend the knees, look to the front of the mat. Exhale, walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, elongate. Exhale, chest on thighs, release it. Forward fold, keep the knees bent. Inhale all the way up, hands above the head. And on your exhale, we're gonna swan dive, leaving with the heart, arms come behind us. Chest onto your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on chin. Exhale, hands down, step back into high plank. Exhale, elbows into the rib cage. Really press the elbows into the rib cage. Inhale into your up dog. And exhale, back into your down dog. How are we doing, ladies? Good? Good. That means we can go on. So, walk your left foot in just a little bit. Bend your left knee a lot. And then let's inhale the right leg high toward the ceiling. Now once we get here, if you'd like to go a little bit further, you can stack that right hip on top of the left, keeping that left knee bent. Stack the right hip on top of the left, and if you'd like to go a little bit further in scorpion, you can bring your right heel to your right gluteal muscle. Keep your left knee slightly bent. Now you flex that foot onto your right foot and get into the right quad. So if you can, get into the quad with your flexed foot. Flex the foot, stretch the quad into the stretch. So lift the side up. Now this is a quad stretch here if you can, so that you can start to warm yourself up for our next motions. Micro bend the knee, just so you can press out of the foot now. You can press out of the body and start to lift that sideways to the ceiling. Beautiful adjustment. How are we doing, Kai? Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, okay, that's good. You're doing great, don't worry. You can keep your foot now. If this is too much, you can just keep the leg lifted. Take a nice long deep inhale here. Straighten off the hip, so square off the hip. And then slowly, let's bring the chest into the knee on the inhale. Inhale, bring that knee into the chest rather. Into forward plank. And then exhale, bring that right foot back to the ceiling, up and high. Keep that left knee bent. On your next exhale, let's bring the right foot between the left of the hands. And then slowly, bringing the left knee to the mat. Now make sure you have a 90-degree angle right here, right over that right foot. Let's sit up nice and tall as much as we can. We're gonna inhale, lift the stomach away from the thigh as much as possible. And exhale, let's sit into that stretch and start to stretch our groin. And you're gonna stretch this back quad on the left side too. So inhale, lift. So you wanna try to get a little bit more stretch if you can, okay? You wanna start to sit into this as much as you can to start to stretch the groin muscles in that quad into the inner groin. Inhale. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Let's inhale, we're gonna bring the hands above our head. Sit into beginning of the crescent posture. Inhale, open it up to the chest a little bit. Exhale, let's bring your chest onto your thigh, hands on either side of the foot. Curl the left toe under, bring the left knee off the mat. And you come up high onto your fingertips here as much as you can. And then on your inhale, we're gonna come up into crescent. So let's inhale into crescent. Now make sure your foot is right over the knee. Bring the right hip back, left hip forward. Pull the stomach away from the thigh as much as you can. Drop the shoulder blades down your back. Fingertips are reaching to the ceiling. We're here for 2 more inhales and exhales. So inhale. On your exhale, see if you can't drop a teeny bit deeper. This is all about stretching out those muscles in the groin and the thighs and the hamstrings. 1 more inhale. On your exhale, let's open it up. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, drop the chest onto the thigh. Inhale, pull the stomach to the ceiling, bring the right foot back. We're gonna go through a chaturanga. Elbows into the rib cage. Inhale into up dog. And exhale, curl those toes under. Let's take it back to down dog. Keep it a short dog. Walk your right foot in. We're gonna do the other side. Inhale, left foot high. Now you're welcome to stay here. If you want to go further, stack the left hip on top of the right. You want to go further, you can bring that left heel to the left gluteal. Now flex the foot and really get into that quad as much as you can onto that left side. Bringing the heel as close as you can to the gluteal muscle, stretching the left side waist to the ceiling. Tiny micro bend, just so you can push out of that leg. All right, looking good, Kai. Inhale, lift that leg a little higher. Use those lower back muscles and the high glutes. 1 more inhale, exhale here. Then let's inhale that leg back to straight. So square off the hip, flatten it out again. Keep that left knee bent. Right knee. Inhale, on your exhale, bring that left knee into your chest into a plank. Inhale the left foot back to strong and high toward the ceiling. On your exhale, let's bring that left foot between our hands. And then bring the right knee to the mat. Again, 90-degree angle here. Both hands on that thigh. We're here for 3 breaths. Ready? Inhale. Elongate on your exhale. Sit a little deeper. Again, inhale. Really find your breath. Exhale. Sit a little deeper. Each time we're going a little lower. Inhale. Exhale. Sit as deep as you can. Inhale. The hands above your head. In the beginning of a crescent. Open up the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Drop both hands on either side of the left foot. Nice long deep inhale. And to crescent. Nice long deep inhale. Pull the stomach away from the thigh. Each time we're going to inhale, we're going to pull the stomach a little bit away from the thigh. Exhale, we're going to sit a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, sit a little deeper. One more inhale, exhale here. Exhale, sit. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, elbows out to the side. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, left foot back to right. Exhale, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. And then exhale, back into down dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Find your down dog. Place the weight evenly between the hands and the feet. Really spread those fingers apart. Nice adjusting. We're gonna go through a little vinyasa flow here with those movements. Nice long deep inhale. Give me a loud audible exhale, ladies, let it go. Pauline, I didn't hear you. There you go, okay. Let's take a nice long deep inhale. Bend the knees and either walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Keep those knees like Michael bent. And exhale, forward fold. We're gonna inhale into a chair posture. So bring your hands above your head, bend your knees a lot, bring the toes about as much as you can together. No worries about whether they touch or not right now. Heels a little bit further out than the toes. Sit down as much as you can into your thighs. Open up that heart as much as you can to this front wall. Shoulder blades are down the back. Let's hear it for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale a little deeper. One more inhale. And exhale a little deeper. Inhale, we're gonna come up. Keep the knees slightly bent. Exhale, forward fold. Chest on thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen. Hands on chin. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga, elbows in. You can jump back if you can. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, take it back down dog. Keep the left knee bent. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, swing the right foot through all the way. We're gonna inhale into crescent. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open up the heart. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, right foot back to meet left. Exhale, elbows in, touch that ribcage, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under, down dog. Let's do the left side, Michael, bend the right knee. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, swing the left foot through all the way. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, open up that heart. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, left foot back to meet right. Elbows into the ribcage. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. And exhale, back into down dog. Great job, ladies. Looking good. Looking very nice. Excellent job. Good, Kai. Good adjustments. All good adjustments. We're going to do that one more time, okay? So what you want to do right now is you want to take a nice long deep inhale and give me a loud audible exhale. Let it go. Okay, one more time. All right. First, we're going to do that chair posture. So inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk or jump feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthening. Hands on shins. Exhale, step down. And hands down. Inhale, all the way up into chair posture. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Exhale, hands down, stamp or jump back, chaturanga. Elbows into the rib cage as you inhale into up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under down dog. Micro bend the left knee, inhale right foot high. Exhale, swing the left foot through. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, open up the heart. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, right foot back to meet left. Exhale, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under and down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, swing the left foot through all the way. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, open up the heart. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, left foot back to meet right. Exhale, down, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. And exhale, back into down dog. Great job, ladies. Fantastic. All right, looking good. Let's be here for 2 more breaths. Take a nice long deep inhale. And a nice loud audible exhale. 1 more inhale, exhale. And go ahead and give it to a loud audible exhale, let it go. Great job. Inhale, go ahead and bend your knees down to the mat. And then we can exhale, the knees out to the side, and sit our glutes back into child's posture. Relax your forehead down for a second, and relax all your tensions. And just let your head, shoulders release. Good. Let the hips sit onto the heels. Take a nice long deep inhale and exhale. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, next inhale, let's come back up. Enough of that resting stuff. We can rest when we're done. Inhale, breathe a second. We're just gonna curl the toes under. Inhale, come back into flying tabletop. Exhale, back into down dog. Nice long deep inhale, shoulder blades down the back. Let's do one little bit more of a vinyasa flow. Because I know you girls got it in you. So, take a nice long deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let's inhale, right leg high. And exhale, swing that right foot through all the way. We're gonna inhale, drop the left heel on the 90-degree angle. Inhale into warrior one. Sitting nice and low. Shoulder blades are down the back. Now bring the right hip back, left hip forward as much as possible. Really press on the outside of the left foot. So really ground that left foot down so you can have a nice long press. Nice. Inhale, pull the stomach in. Beautiful job. One more inhale, sit a little bit deeper as you look up. And exhale, let's open up those elbows out to the side. Inhale, back into crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, right foot back to me left. Exhale, elbows in, touch the rib cage. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under into down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, let's swing the left foot through all the way. Bring the right foot down to the side as you inhale up into warrior one. Again, pull the stomach away from the thigh as much as possible. Left hip back, right hip forward. Really pressing down on the outside of the right foot. So you can bring that left hip forward, right hip forward a little bit more. Shoulder blades are down the back. Take a nice long deep inhale. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale, release it. Inhale, back into crescent. Exhale, drop that chest onto that thigh. Inhale, that left foot back to the right foot. Exhale, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale all the way up into up dog. Exhale, back into down dog. We're here for 3 breaths. Nice long deep inhale. Good, paddle it out, adjust the body, get it working for you. Good, good, good. That's what it's all about. Make sure the shoulder blades are down the back. Good, Michael, bend those elbows just a teeny, teeny bit. Good, 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 good. Take a nice long deep inhale here. Look to the front of the mat. On your exhale, walk or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, chest on thighs. Inhale all the way up, hands above the head. On the exhale, we're gonna do a nice long swan dive. Inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, chest onto the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, stemper, jump back, chaturanga, elbows in, rib cage. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, swing the right foot through all the way. Inhale into warrior one. Exhale, open up that heart. Inhale, back into crescent. Exhale, chest on thigh. Inhale, right foot back to meet left. Exhale, elbows in, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, curl those toes under, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, swing the left foot through all the way. Inhale into warrior one. Exhale, open it up. Inhale into crescent. Exhale, chest onto the thigh. Inhale, left foot back to meet right. Exhale, chaturanga. And inhale into up dog. And exhale into down dog. Larry, great job, ladies. Great job. Let's do 2 inhale exhales here. One more nice long deep inhale. And exhale. Fantastic. Inhale. Look to the front of the mat. Exhale. Walk or jump. Feet to hands. Inhale. Halfway lift flat back. Exhale. Chest on thighs. Inhale. Slow. Roll up all the way to standing. And shake it out. Lovely, lovely, lovely job. Feeling good? Okay, so we're gonna do a balancing exercise. You have one that you are preferable to?
The only one that I've kind of ever done is crow.
Crow? Okay. Okay, well, we're gonna do tree. Not an arm balance, it's okay. It's all right, it was a trick question. Okay, so we're gonna go into tree posture then, okay? What I like to do in the beginning is just kind of distribute the weight, just so we understand a balancing posture without putting too much else into it. So right now, just distribute your weight evenly between both feet. Feet can be a couple inches apart, just so you can start to feel comfortable. And then we're going to micro bend the right knee, and then press down to the right foot, so the left foot is floating off of the mat. And then let's shift the weight over to the left foot, slightly bend the left knee, and then press down to the left foot, so your right foot is floating off the mat. So this is your first degree of balancing postures. And then we can press down into the right, micro bend that left knee, so you can press down to lift up, which is the key to any balancing posture. And then let's take it back to the left side, slightly bend the left knee, pressing down to the left foot, and then bring it back to center and equal it out. So now we're going to place the weight into the left foot. Place your hands into a prayer position. Place your weight into your, I said my left foot, right? We'll start with the left foot. Let's go ahead and start with the left foot. And now, wherever you feel comfortable, you can start with a little bit of a kickstand. If you need to put your toe down, if you want to go ahead and bring just your foot up to where your knee is. And then if you want to go into a tree, you can take the right foot and place it inside the left. Or you can put it onto your shin, wherever you feel comfortable. And be in your tree posture. I'm going to turn around so you can see it from that degree. And if your tree wants to grow some branches, like this beautiful tree in front of me, bring it up, shoulder blades down the back. Make sure that the foot is not on the knee. Oops, slipping off, happens. Go ahead and bring it down, bring your knee in, off the foot, onto the knee, and then relax it down. And then shake that out. And then we'll go for the other side. So press the weight into the right side. You can keep it here as a kickstand. You can bring it up a little bit more, keep it there. You can bring it as high as you like. Then if you want to go with the foot on the inside of the thigh, make sure it's on the thigh, not the knee. And then if you want to grow some branches into your tree, shoulder blades down the back, fire up the fingertips. Here for one more breath. And exhale, bring it in and bring it down. And shake that out. Great job. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and open up our feet to this side. So you're going to open up your feet to the mat, side all the way, as much as you can. And then bend your knees a lot. Not too much, Kai, just bring it in just a little bit. Now, so we're going to bend the knees out to the side. So take your knees out to the side to where your feet, your knees are right over your feet. And then sit down. Make sure that your stomach is pressed underneath you. We're going to go down for 10. So press down, 2, 3, 4, 5,
8, 9, 10. And then straighten your legs, come up. Bring your feet forward. Bend the knees slightly, take a nice long deep inhale. And exhale, forward fold, all the way, forward fold. So let the body weight go again as we did in the beginning of the class. Keep the knees slightly bent. Looking very good. Take a nice long deep inhale. Try to release the lower back as much as possible.
Just settling in, letting the lower back release. You can take your weight over to your right foot a little bit. Drop your chest onto your thigh here. Let the weight go onto the right side. Let the left leg take a little break. Inhale back to center. And then take the weight over to the left side. And let the right leg take a little break. But keep your knees bent. Keep both knees slightly bent. And chest onto your thigh. Nice. Good. Bring it back up to center. Inhale back to center. And then on your exhale, come back up. Release the elbows onto the knees and bend your knees. And think of creating a flat back here. Okay? So the flat back, your chest is lifted. So take the weight of the body and elongate through the lower back. That's it. Nice adjustment. Good. So what we're going to do now is if you have a block, you can put it in front of you. If you want a block, you may not need a block, but you can come onto your fingertips and take your left hand right underneath the heart, right hand onto the hip. Take a nice, long, deep inhale, lengthen out the lower back. And on your exhale, try to stretch your chest toward the ceiling just a little bit. You can reach the right hand to the ceiling if you like. Inhale, elongating. Make sure that we're lengthening out the lower back. Continue to lengthen. Bend the knees a little bit more. That's it. Lengthen out the lower back. There you go. One more nice, long, deep inhale. And exhale, release that hand down. Go ahead and swagger the hips side to side. Releasing the stretch. Lengthen out the lower back. And then let's do the other side. So you can place the block underneath the heart again. Right hand or on your fingertips. Make sure the knees are slightly bent. Lengthen out the lower back. Left hand is on that left hip. Lengthening out of the lower back. And then open up that heart on your exhale. If you'd like, extend the left hand. Lengthening out of the lower back. And nice long deep inhale. Elongating. Exhale, twisting there. Nice. Very nice. One more nice long deep inhale. And exhale, bring that hand down. And release it. Paddle out the hips a little bit there. Let the body release, hang it over. Nice job. Inhale, slow roll up. Elbows onto the knees. One more time. And then from here, lengthen out the lower back. Now think about finding your lower back, and then slowly start that initiating the roll up. So inhale, elongate. Exhale, slow roll up with the lower backs leading and all the way up to standing. Great. So now let's turn our right foot out and get a little bit into a better stance. We're going to go into a warrior two. So try to keep the left foot pressing down on the outside. Make 90-degree angle right over this front knee so that you have a 90-degree angle. Pull the stomach away from the thigh as much as possible. Take a nice long deep inhale. On your exhale, sit a little bit deeper if you can. Not important if you don't. Just inhale, think about doing it. Inhale, exhale, sit a little deeper. And then let's inhale into reverse warrior. So bring that right hand up toward the ceiling, keeping it long as much as you can. Try to keep the hand off of the knee, either on the shin or the thigh, or you can wrap it if you feel that's good for you. Lengthen through that side waist. One more inhale, exhale. And exhale, let's bring that knee to the elbow. I'm sorry, the elbow to the knee. And then
Side angle. Either hand straight up. We're going to get a little bit more reach to it. Sit as low as you can here. And if you feel like you can sit a little bit lower, release that hand to the floor. And then you can find a nice stretch here. Take a nice long deep inhale. Try to open up the heart and the chest as much as you can, elongating. Relaxing the shoulder blade down the back so you're not encumbering too much. Nice long deep inhale here. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. And straighten that front leg. Walk the left foot in a little bit. We're going to go into triangle posture here. Nice long deep inhale. Left hip comes back. Keeping both knees slightly bent. We're going to release our right hand either on a block. Oops. So we might need a block here. If not, you can come onto your hand onto your ankle and try to think about lifting out the side waist. Keeping both knees micro bent so you can turn the hip over. Good. Beautiful job, ladies. Very nice. Elongating, micro bend those knees just a teeny bit more. Just micro that so you can turn that hip up just a little bit more. Perfect. One more inhale, exhale here. Elongating, opening up as much as possible. And then exhale, bring that left hand down to that right foot and bring that left foot in just a little bit more. We're going to forward fold here. Keep both knees slightly bent. Drop your chest on your thigh as much as possible. Bring the right hip back, left hip forward. Take a nice long deep inhale and just think about releasing the head and the shoulder blades and hanging over that foot. You could bring your left foot in a little bit closer to the body. Then you can bend both knees. That's to let the chest fall forward. Excellent. So now we're going to place all the weight into the right foot now. We're going to walk our hand out about a foot to 12 inches to 14 inches in front of us. You can bring the left heel off of the floor. Now if you want to go into a half moon, you can place the weight, turn that left hip on top of the right hip, keep it on the fingertip, or perhaps a block. Let me get you a block, huh? You can put your weight on there. You can stack the hip if you like. If it's too much, you don't have to stack the hip. You can stack that hip, micro bend the right knee. That's good, 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 good. If not, that's okay. You don't bring it up. You can just keep it at a normal angle. Do you need a block, Polly? You okay? You're gonna stay there? Okay. So, but if you wanna go into a half moon, you would micro bend the right knee, left hand would reach high, left hip would stack on top of the right. Take a nice long deep inhale here. And then exhale, unsquare the hip, bring it back to normal, bring the left foot back down into that stretch. Bring the left hand down, drop your chest back onto your thigh. And then let's inhale the toes back to that side wall. Bend the knees a lot and let the body release and hang over. Good. Nice. You can walk your feet in just a teeny bit now. Micros up to stretch just a little bit, bend the knees, let the weight of the body go. Nice. Lovely job, ladies. All right. I know you're excited to do the other side. I am. So let's inhale our elbows up into our knees. Just lengthen out that lower back. One more nice long deep inhale. Lengthen out the lower back on your exhale. Round up nice and slow as we prepare to do the good side. So left foot turns out. Right foot is at a 90-degree angle. We're really pressing the outside of the left foot. Going into a nice warrior two. Keep the 90-degree angle right over that foot. Shoulder blades down the back. Reach out those fingertips. Lengthening, elongating. Inhale, exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, exhale, sit a little deeper. Inhale, let's reverse warrior. Taking that left hand back up, keeping the hand off the knee, reaching through the fingertips, opening that side, left side to the ceiling, relaxing that shoulder blade, reaching to those fingertips. Let's lengthen through the arm a little bit more. Beautiful. Nice job. Nice long deep inhale here. On your exhale, let's bring that elbow onto the left knee. And then sit a little bit deeper. And if you feel like you want to reach the right hand up to the ceiling, if you want to bring it over to the front wall, sitting as low as we can. And if you want to release the hand down, if you have a block, either side of the foot, inside the foot, or you can just stay here. We want to lengthen and we'll make sure the shoulder blade is not crowding in too much. And to the side. Beautiful. As much as we can, we're going to sit down into it. Lengthening, elongating. Inhale. Lovely, ladies. Elongating. If you're down with your hand onto the floor, then come on up, elbow into the knee. And then let's inhale back up into warrior two. And then straighten that front leg and walk the right foot in. So getting ready for triangle posture. Here we go. Inhale, right hip to the back wall, and slowly releasing the left hand onto the ankle or on the inside of the foot to a block. If we're okay with that. Micro bending the knees so that you can turn the left hip, or the right hip a little bit more toward the ceiling. So micro bend those knees. And then that's it, elongating. Beautiful, nice. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Elongating to that side waist. And nice long deep inhale. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Right hand. Bring the right foot up just a little bit. And bend both knees and drop your chest onto your thigh, that left side. That's it. Go ahead and walk your feet in a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. That's it. And then drop your weight back. Bring your left hip back, right hip forward. Think about dropping your chest onto your thigh as much as possible. You could bring your left foot up, right foot up a little bit closer if you wanted to. That's good. Nice. Good job. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, so now, you guys know what's coming next? Yes, the lovely half moon. So bend your knee onto your left side. You're going to walk your hand out about maybe 12 to 14 inches. Now you can stay here. If this is fine for you, you can just stretch that right leg, flex position. But if you want to go further and start to do the half moon, stack the right hip on top of the left. Keep the left knee micro bent, press down to the left foot, and then reach that right hand to the ceiling. But if you're fine here, that's fine. You can be on a block. You can put your hands on the block if you like to lengthen. Keep that knee straight, a little stronger. That's it. That's it. Square off the hips a little bit more. If you want to lengthen to the back, that'd be good too. And then you can lift here, lifting the leg. That's it. Get a good glute muscle stretch. How you doing? Good, 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 good. Okay, so now if you're here, you can start to come out of that, unstack the left hip, bring the right hip, bring the right hand down, and then bring the right foot back to the floor. Make it a short stance. Start up your chest onto your thighs, as much as you can. Bending both knees, and then slowly, let's bring our feet back to the side wall. Strike the hips side to side, lean in the lower back release, and it all go. Let's take a nice long deep inhale and slowly roll up. All right, you can shake that out. Shake, shake, shake. All right, and we can sit down now, just however you wish to sit down. We're gonna sit on down. Now just to kind of wrap things up, we'll do a little stretching from here, okay? So from this posturing, set up nice and tall as you can through the lower back. Then we're gonna bring our heels of our feet together into butterfly. So your first thought process is to kind of sit back here. So think about lifting up the body. And if you need to, put your hands behind you and sit up nice and tall so you can, lower back can be straight as possible. Heart opens and inhale, exhale, drop your chest into as much as possible. Inhale, elongate out that lower back, exhale. Try to release the body forward. 2 more inhale, exhales here. Inhale. And exhale. And 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. And slowly inhale up. And exhale, roll the lower back toward the mat, hold onto your knees, and just feel like your round ball. So press to the shoulder blades, round the lower back to the floor. And then let's walk the feet out in front of us all the way until you have like maybe about 5 to 6 inches underneath the knees. Sit up nice and tall, keeping the knees slightly bent. Inhale, lengthen to the lower back. Arms above the head, shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the knees bent, so let the knees stay bent here. Try to think about dropping your chest onto your thighs again. This is another forward fold. So you can actually bend your knees as much as you need to drop your chest onto your thighs. And then after you get here, you can reach back and grab a glute, right, left, and pull it out from underneath you. And as you start to feel, you get rid of the gluteal muscles and not sitting on them and sitting high in your sit bone, the body will come forward just a little bit each time. Now you can also play with pointing the feet and flexing the feet. Try to keep your knees slightly bent as much as possible so the lower back releases and the hamstrings release the hips. Go ahead and inhale out. Exhale, release that so you can feel what it feels like to release. So relax the lower back. Keep the legs straight. Now let's take the feet out a little bit further to the side of the mat. Sit up nice and tall as much as you can. And then one more time. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, forward fold. Again, you can play with flexing the feet and pointing the toes. Keeping these slightly bent until you feel that the body releases. And then, yes, good, Kai. Grab that fleshy gluteal muscle part and start to pull it out from underneath you so you can get a good, nice, long stretch, forward fold. Inhale, roll on up. Exhale, release off the sit bones, relax the lower back, bring the knees up to your chest. So, as much as you need to hold on to your knees, hold on to your knees. You can hold on to them like this if you need to as you start to roll back, because now we're going to roll back all the way down our spine. So what we want to think about as we're doing this is we want to start to press one vertebrae at a time onto the mat and try to control the roll down. So if this ever becomes too much for you, hold on to your knees and just think about rounding your back more like you're going into cat the whole time. Okay, but what we want to think about is starting with the lower back. So if you remember when we were in all fours, we rolled the lower back up first. So this is basically the opposite of that. So if we were in all fours, but I'm holding onto my knees, I'm going to slowly roll my lower back into the mat. So start the slow roll, create a plateau into your lower back as much as you possibly can. You can hold onto your knees as much as you need to, but slowly start to create the plateau so that the lower lumbar is there. And then when you get the lower lumbars, then the mid-range of the back, and then slowly release the mid-range into the shoulder blades until you come all the way down. Now, we're going to lift the stomach toward the ceiling, stretching the stomach up to the ceiling, creating a hollow space into the back. And now, with that press of the stomach coming down, pressing the belly button into the mat, lower back comes down, we're going to slowly begin to roll up, nice and slow, in the opposite direction, all the way up. Come up, sit up nice and tall. And we'll do that one more time. So inhale. Exhale, start to slow roll down. Hold on to your knees if you need to. Try not to drop. Slowly try to roll the spine into the mat, each vertebrae at a time, until you come all the way down. And then your shoulder blades are down. Inhale the stomach to the ceiling, creating that hollow space in the lower back. And then press the lower back into the mat, lifting the hips slightly to the ceiling. So one more time. Inhale, stomach goes to the ceiling, belly button stretches off of the mat, and the lower back off the mat, and then we slowly press down into the lower back, and then the hips start to roll up, nice and slow. One more time with that. Inhale, and exhale. Press the lower back into the mat until slowly you roll the hips toward the ceiling, all the way up into the shoulder blades, coming into a bridge posture. Nice long deep inhale here. Exhale, slowly start with the shoulder blades rolling into the mat, and then the mid-range of the back. And then slowly, all the way into the lower back and into the lumbars. And Then once again, lift the stomach and the belly button toward the ceiling, creating a hollow space. Exhale, press the lower back into the mat, and slowly begin to lift the hips up. And then slow roll all the way up into your shoulder blades. Now, if you want to get a little bit more of a bridge, you can place your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, really press the shoulder blades down, and then when you get there, you can press your heels down, lifting the hips higher. So you can press the heels down, which drive the hips a little higher, and you can start to stay in a nice bridge posture. And then if you're there, release the hands, undo the shoulder blades so the shoulder blades, the spine falls into the mat, and then slow roll all the way down to the ground. Nice, Kai, nice, very nice. Slow roll, very nice, ladies. Excellent job. So using the stomach in, lift the stomach toward the ceiling, create that hollow space into the lower back, stretching the opposite way, and then press the lower back into the mat and bring your knees into your chest. So press the lower back, let that be the catalyst to bring the knees into the chest. And then we can open up our knees to the side and grab the sides of our feet and go into a happy baby posture, because we're happy that this is over. And we can now do Savasana. It's on its next, very close to us. So you can grab if you can, grab the outsides of the feet. If you can't, that's okay. You can grab the insides of the feet. Grab the insides of the feet. Yeah, and if that's okay, wherever, if you're fine with the ankles, that's good too. And then roll on your lower back, which we need to do because life begins and ends with the lower back. Yes. And once you're here, bring the knees into the chest and squeeze tight into a ball as you can. Bring your forehead to your knees, really rallying the back. Then on your exhale, release it. Shoulder blades back down to the floor. Take a nice long deep inhale. Extend the left leg all the way out into the floor. Let the foot be on the floor. Keep the right knee toward the ceiling. Take a nice long deep inhale. On your exhale, take the right knee across the body to the left side. Let the right foot fall inside the left knee. And once you start to feel that you're there, bring the left hip all the way underneath the body so you have a straight line between your left heel and the top of your head. Let the right shoulder blade fall over to the right and the hand and look into that side. Inhale, lengthen to the side waist. So the stretch is to the side waist. Inhale, lengthen to that side waist. On your exhale, slowly bring the right knee a little bit closer to the floor in your supine twist. We're here for 2 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling, elongating. Let that slowly release the knee closer to the floor. 1 more inhale, exhale here, elongating. And exhale, release. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest, roll through the lower back, bring the opposite knee into the chest. So you have both knees. Go ahead and grab your legs and roll through your lower back a little bit. Take a nice long deep inhale. On your exhale, release the right leg in front of you. Is that it? Yes, right leg. And then on your inhale, exhale, bring the left knee across your body to the right side. Keep the left foot onto the right knee. And then when you're there, scoot the right hip underneath you all the way so you're creating a straight line between the top of the head and the right foot. Inhale, look out into the left side. Look at that hand, elongating, keeping the left shoulder on the floor as much as possible. If you can. Nice long deep inhale, exhale here. Inhale, elongating through the side waist. Exhale, think about letting that knee fall a little bit closer to the floor. 1 more inhale, exhale. Inhale that knee into your chest, roll through the lower back, bring both knees into the chest. Take a nice long deep inhale here, round out that lower back a little bit more. Great. Then inhale. Exhale, bring both legs all the way out in front of you onto the mat. Hands above the head. Let's inhale, lengthen to that side waist. Bring the stomach to the ceiling, lengthen, elongate, stretch that side waist, fingertips back, all heels to the front. And exhale, release it, let it go. Let me have a look. Keep it up. I didn't bring hands up. Take a nice long deep inhale. Lengthen to the side waist. Let me hear a loud, audible exhale. Let it all go. And you can go ahead and bring your hands down to Savasana and take yourself into a nice, relaxing posture. Whatever feels good to you. Relaxing the shoulder blades. Feet hip distance apart. And let it all go. And the lights will automatically dim. At my command, dim the lights. Now find that breath we found in the beginning of the class. So find the center of the head, your third eye right into the center of the head. Inhale right into that spot. Find your deep consciousness. Exhale, release any tension or any thoughts that you might have, and release everything to the universe. And just relax everything. Let it all go. Inhale. Inhale. Take a nice long deep inhale. Slow release. On your next inhale, start to come all the way back into the body. Start to wiggle the toes and rub the fingertips together. A little roll on the wrist, a little roll on the ankles. A little bend in the elbows, a little bend in the knees. And let's stretch our hands back up above our head. Last time, lengthening, elongating all the way back now. Stretch that sideways. Stomach to the ceiling. On your exhale, leave the hands there. Press your lower back into the floor. Bend your knees to the ceiling and place your feet next to your gluteal muscles. Feet are on the floor. Keep your arms where they are. Take a nice long deep inhale here. On your exhale, bring both knees over to the right side and go onto your side waist, onto your right side. Put your head underneath the right arm. Bring your left hand across to the side of the body. Nice long deep inhale here. Exhale, press yourself up to seated posture as we regain class, cross-legged position, keeping your eyes closed. And let's seal the practice today. So bring your palms together at your heart center and press your thumbs in a prayer position against your heart. Shoulder blades. Press down through your sit bones as you do. Fill the body with love. Breathe into the center of the head. Inhale right into the center of the head. And feel the love that you have filled with your body. On your exhale, stay strong and lift to let the air slowly release. On your next inhale through the center of the head, find the space outside of the body and fill that space with love. Feel love generated through the universal energy that sustains us through the breath of life. On your exhale, slowly release the air. Sit deep into the sit bones as you do. On your next inhale through the center of the head, feel the love inside your body and feel the love outside your body as one continuous love. One love. Namaste. Lovely job, everyone. Thank you for being here today, practicing with me. Namaste.